Good morning to all of you. In today's session, I will cover the practicals which you can perform using virtual lab. In your regular laboratories, you are using Cisco Packet Tracer, right? That is one simulation tool. Now, same way, why we need this kind of functionality? Let me first clear that. Previously, when students are available at a university, so what we will do, we provide them the cable, the tools which are used for that, and they do a practical and generate the outcome. Now, virtual lab is a functionality like without using physically, you can learn and perform the same thing. So that is the reason I will cover the one important point related to your topic. But before we go to the practical, we will discuss the few points that you need to learn. Just give me a second to present my screen for the same. Okay. So in theory portion, you have learned about guided media, transmission media. It can be guided, it can be unguided media, right? When you want to create your network as a connection oriented, so at that time you will use some physical cable. Cable can be twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, right? If you go with the unguided media, so you can use the wireless. That is a space. Many rays you have learned, infrared, microwaves, right? Yes, radio waves. So that already you have learned. Now, in today's practical, we will focus more on a guided media. So we will create the cable. Like in a laboratories, whenever you are coming, if you have observed that to connect your system with the local area network, one cable is attached over here also, right? In this classroom, LAN cable, if you observe that cable, one plastic cover is there, right? So that is one connector through which you are able to connect that cable with the system. Yes, yeah, I will cover that point also. But correct, right? If you are using twisted pair cable, the connector is RJ45, right? Yes, and inside that cable to that connector, many color code. If you have observed, that cable contains many colors, right? So if you arrange that sequence correctly, then and then you are able to get the internet connectivity. So we will practically implement that color code, which color code is used for which cable, and practically we will implement using virtual lab. Okay, so this is the flow. Like theoretically you have learned about these cables, but practically we will implement it in a virtual lab, because according to my knowledge, like till now you have not used virtual lab, right? Yeah, so that is the reason we will do that. Okay, fine. First we will just summarize the things, a few things you have to note down, and then we will switch to practical. So okay, these cables you have learned. As the students over here, they have given the correct answer that for the twisted pair C, or two types of twisted pairs are there in a network. It can be unshielded or it can be shielded twisted pair. According to that, we need a connector to connect your LAN cable with your PC. So for this twisted pair cable, two connectors are used, RJ45 male and RJ45 female, right? And the diagram is also given. Majority of the time you have observed the same in your lab, right? That one cable is attached with your system and it contains that plastic cover, and that is a RJ45 connector. Second thing, that is related to coaxial cable over here, right? This structure already have learned, but you have to remember that for a coaxial cable, BNC connectors are used in a network, and there are different types of BNC connectors. Like it can be BNC cable, BNC-T cable, and 50W. Again, this is based on the requirement. Like if you want to connect your server with outside internet, you want to connect your hub, switch, servers, that kind of function. Yes, base, yes. Again, it is dependent on the requirement. You can use this connectors, right? Okay. And then next you have learned about fiber optic cable, right? So this is the third type of cable which is used in a network. Now, for the today's practical, we will create, just a second, let me go with one page. Okay. We will create straight through cable and crossover cable. Now the question is raised, what do you mean by straight through cable? So in a cable, multiple color code are used. That sub cables are there with the one cable, right? So these are the predefined sequence and colors are there. Now straight through cable you can use when you suppose you are creating your local area network or wide area network. At that time you need to connect many devices, like you need to connect your PC, desktop, laptop or mobile phone. Whether it is wireless, you can connect mobile phone with a switch or a hub, right? So if your requirement is like that, you want to connect your LAN, your WAN, your PC with your switch, hub, router. So at that time you can use straight through cable. Now over here you have to understand and remember this sequence, that for the straight through cable at a sender side as well as at a receiver side, same sequence will be followed of these colors, right? So parallelly you just note down this sequence. When we will use it in a virtual lab, I will ask the sequence. So first cable from the sender to receiver, the color is orange plus white. Second one, that is orange. Third one, that is green plus white. Fourth one, that is blue. Fifth one, that is blue plus white. Sixth one, that is green. Seventh one, that is brown plus white. And eighth one, that is brown. So you have to also remember, because this is a straight through cable, the same sequence will be followed from the sender to the receiver, right? And the requirement, as I have discussed, when you want to combine your local area network, your switch with the PC, your hub, that kind of requirements are there, right? In a real-time network. So at that time, you can use this cable. So you just note down this sequence. Meanwhile, let me just provide the link for the virtual lab IIT Bombay. See, this link will work in a laptop only. It will not supported in a mobile phone. So if you will connect with the laptop or your desktop, it will work, right? So just open this link. Once you note down this color sequence, I will switch to virtual lab. Okay, now let me switch to that window. Okay, so once you click on that link, you will be on this window, right? So this is a virtual lab for IIT Bombay for the computer network. You can perform many practicals over here, but today we will go with the fabrication of cable. Inside that, we will implement the practical. Okay, but as you are using it first time, so let me guide you how can you perform over here. See, first thing, it will provide you the aim. So our aim is we will practice the different color code of a different cable. Second thing, related to that cable, you will get the theory. For every practical, before going to implement, you will get the theory for that cable, right? But I have already discussed about straight through cable first, so that no need to go with that. Now you can go with the pre-test also for every practicals, right? Okay, after that the procedure, like how you can perform the practical in a virtual lab, that is step by step given. But what we will do, I will perform first, I will guide you, I will give the time, and then you have to repeat the same. And if you face the problem, you can ask to me. So no need to mug up or go with this step, right? Okay, now all of you just click on simulation. Over here you have to click here simulation. So this kind of window will open for the simulation. Okay, so see, left side, it will be at a like a input. Like you have to do a input process. In the right panel, that square window will generate your outcome. If you have select the correct code sequence, it will give you that cable is right. If any of the cable you have made the mistake, it will give that cable is wrong, right? So that is the reason I have given us some time to note down that sequence of colors for the cable to prepare the straight through cable. Okay, now over here all of you have to select the straight cable first. We will see for the straight through cable from the sender to the receiver, same color sequence will be used, so we can set it at the same time for both the end. So the first color for the sender for the straight through cable, that is orange plus white. So that you have to select at both the end, orange plus white. Second one, that is orange, correct. So both the end you have to select orange. The third one, that is green, green plus white. See this, green plus white. Yeah, no issue, no, sorry. You just update and note down, right? Fifth one is blue plus white. Yeah. So over here we have to select green plus white. Same way at a receiver end, let me select this green plus white. Then the next one, that is blue, correct. So you have to select blue. After a blue, next one is blue plus white. So select at both the end, blue plus white. Yes. After that, green plus white, right? Only green, yes. Because green we have already selected. Yes, correct. Select the green. After that, brown plus white. In the last cable, you have to select brown. Right? So this how I will give a time, right? This how you have to select the cable. Then over here on a red button, you have to click. So what it will do, observe clearly. The connection you have provided from sender to receiver, according to that only one by one every port it will check. It will take the time. It will exit. Same process follow होता है क्या हाँ हाँ मैं अभी शो करूंगी वो मेरे पास है इसमें और डिस्कस भी करूंगी राइट रियल में भी वो टूल यूज होता है see as I have provided the sequence correctly so it will generate the outcome cable is right. If any of the connection you will make it wrong, let me check. See, first observe the correct outcome, right? Okay. Now you just take your time and perform the same in your system and check whether you are getting correct outcome or not.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
I'm not getting, madam. It's not working, madam. It says select proper color code, madam. I have selected all the color sequences, madam.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you paste the link again in the chat box, please?
I have provided the link in a chat box.
Ma'am, I missed out, ma'am. I joined again, that's why.
Yeah, let me provide it again. Yes, you have to open this virtual lab. It is IIT Bombay virtual lab. See, just a second. That will be open like this. You have to select the first option, fabrication of cable, and then you have to go to simulation and click on simulation. So it will be the same as I have open over here. The students who are facing the problem, they have to just do it correctly. Then this link will work. See, in front of you I have done. If it is you are not getting correct outcome, just do it again. We are having a time and that is the reason I'm waiting. Okay? It will work.
Mute
Mute your audio.
Orange and white.
Yeah, yeah. Just observe from here.
Orange, green and white.
Blue. After that, blue and white. Then green. Then brown and white and brown. And make sure both the and you select the same color. Might be because of that you are not getting the outcome. Because this is a straight through cable, so the constructions will be like this. Connections you have to provide the same color.
Chata, makram yutabo. Orange and white.
Okay, good. Now the next thing, same way, another cable is used in a network, that is a crossover cable. Now if your requirement is like you want to create peer-to-peer connections, that means you want to connect one node with another node directly, right? So at that time you can use this cable, crossover cable. The name is crossover cable, and if you want to connect your host to host directly, which is also known as peer-to-peer connection, yes, so at that time you can use this cable, right? Same way, for to create the crossover cable, particular color sequence will be followed. But as the name itself crossover, that means at a sender side as well as at a receiver side, same sequences will not follow. You have to interchange the color code and the sequence, right? That is the reason it is known as a crossover cable. So first, what I have done for your easy understanding, I have prepared one table at a below for this diagram. So you just note down this. Sender side, receiver side, pin numbers are there, and according to that you have to set the color. If you note down this table, then correctly you are able to perform the crossover cable in a virtual lab. Because previously what happens at a sender side as well as at a receiver side, same color is there. So it will not generate the error. But in this case, there is a major chance to generate the errors. Right? Yeah. In a table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is nothing but the pin numbers, like we have to select in a virtual lab. Pema, just mute your audio. Yeah, okay. I will provide you the time, right, to note down this. Okay. Again, what you have to do, go to virtual lab and reopen the simulation and close the previous running one. Do not change in a same one, right? Then also you will not get the outcome. So close that previous simulation and again click here on a simulation. Open the new window. Now you have to select over here the cross. That way it will create the crossover cable. Now the suggestion is what? Select the colors at a sender side first, then go with the receiver side. I will perform it first. Once we'll generate the correct outcome, we'll give the time, then you have to perform. So first color will be orange plus white. Second one will be orange. Third one will be green plus white. Fourth one, blue. Blue plus white. Green. Brown plus white. It's not visible. Okay, no issue. Maybe network issue. Okay. So first I have selected a sender side sequence. Now at a receiver end, what you have to do? You have to go with the sequence. Like at a first one is green plus white. We will go like that, green plus white. At a second, it will be orange. Second, oh, sorry, yeah. At a second, it is green. Yes. At a third pin, it is orange plus white. At a fourth pin, it is, yes, correct, brown plus white. Next one, brown, yes, brown. At a 6, it is orange, correct. At a 7th, it is brown. Blue, yes, brown already we have selected. And the last one, that is 8th pin, that is blue plus white. Okay. And now you have to generate the outcome. See, observe over here, the first to third you have provided the connection. So according to that, it will blink, right? From sender to the receiver, the point at which you have provided the connection, that will cross verify in this meter. And if it is correct at every point, every pin, it will generate the cable is right. Right? You are getting this point? So same way you have to take your time and prepare straight through, and after that crossover cable and generate the outcome. I'm getting cable is right. Hmm? Another practicals are also there, which you can perform later on. Just check this, right? Like a topology you have already learned. So topology practicals are also available. Then you will learn in a network layer IP address. So IP address related practicals are available in virtual lab, right? So later on also you can refer this virtual lab. So it will give you the outcome, like you will create a more understanding how you can learn. Like see, this you have already learned about guide transmission media, but practically you have not implemented this, right? Because it's not added in your syllabus. So we try to add some extra things which you can learn. Okay, so now I hope you are getting the correct outcome. See, at any point, suppose you have select the wrong one. Say for example, instead of green white, you have select the green, and at this end, green plus white. You have select over here, interchange this, right? And now if you will check the outcome, then also it will not work, right? It will show you that cable is wrong at a one, see, at that connection it is wrong, then it will be at another end also. So now I will get cable is wrong. So that much important of color sequence, same way in a real-time network also, when you are creating the cable. So this sequence you must have to follow. Secondly, as I told that when students previously available at a university, so what we will do, we provide them the cable, then this is known as a crimping tool, right? Yes, you asked me about the tool. So this kind of tool is used, crimping tool, right? That I will also come, but this is another tool which is used for the crimping the cables. Like see, to put that RJ45 connector, your cable should be at a same range, same level. That is the reason first you have to apply this crimping tool, right? Same way, after that we provide them the cap also, this RJ45, right? And you are asking about this meter. So basically yes, this is used to check for the internet connectivity. Yes, this tool is used, right, to check. See, what same we have done in virtual lab. Practically students first will crimp that this cable, arrange that color code in a sequence for that cable, then will paste the RJ45 connector, and then it will connect to this both the end to this connector. It will check the connectivity. If your both the cables are correct, then what it will do, it will blink that your outcome is correct, right? Same way for the crossover cable. Students have done this. It's a kind of cable tester. The tool name is cable tester. Yes, yes. And through this you are able to check, right? But same thing we have performed over here in a virtual lab, right? So now it's more clear to everyone. Second thing, if you go on a virtual lab links, it will provide you many other practicals also, right? Now you have learned about the topologies, right? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by topology? Correct, very good. See, if you
Set of
want to
rule.
see, if you want to create a network structure physically, say for example, whether you want to create local area network, wide area network, you are having a devices like you are having a PC, you are having a cable, you are having connectors and everything. Your server is working. So you need to create the physical layout. Say for example, at our Marwadi University, we are having many labs. So in a lab, if you observe, the particular structure is followed. For a 30 capacity or for 60 capacity, like 4 rows are there, and on every row particular systems are there, and they are connected with the LAN cable and connected to the server. And that is the reason we are able to access the internet. So topologies are nothing but the physical layout of the any network. Okay, so you have learned about star topology, mesh topology, bus, ring. Nowadays the advanced level of topologies are available, like a hybrid topology, tree topology also, right? So same, you have maybe implemented in a Cisco packet tracer also, but in a virtual level also it will provide the functionality for the topology. So what you can do, Peer-to-peer topology means like a mesh topology. In that, what you have learned, one node is connected with the remaining node directly. So peer-to-peer means host to host. That means the node is directly connected with the next node. There is no in middle interface or any connectors are there, right? It can be switch, router, hub, but you not required it when you are creating peer-to-peer connection. Say for example, you are having your system and your friend system, and directly wants to transfer the data from one system to another by combining. Either you are connecting with the cable or a Wi-Fi or any connection less, but when your requirement is like you wants to connect the two system directly and you wants to transfer the data, so at that time you can create this peer-to-peer topology. In this, you have to go to simulation, click on simulation. Okay, because this is peer to peer, what it will do, it will provide you the system, there is computer, and many cables are given over here. Now you just have to click on the computer and then click at a middle part, so it will drag that directly. Same way, you just take more number of system over here, we will create peer to peer connections, right? Okay, so I have taken a 3 PC over here. You can take a 4 also. It's up to you based on your requirement of the network. Now, second thing, you have to select the cable. Like you can select crossover cable, you can select coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, then rollover cable and straight through cable, right? It purely depends on your requirement of your network. Another thing you have learned also, like you know that twisted pair cable and coaxial cable, in that data will pass as a electrical signals, whereas in a fiber optic cable the data will pass as a light, and that is the reason the data speed of the fiber optic cable is higher, right? So the reason is based on your, like you want your requirement is faster access of the data, so you can go with the fiber optic cable, right? Say for example, let me take straight through cable. So for that, you have to click on the cable, then over here two dots are given, you just have to click at that and another PC just go and click on that two dots only, then you are able to provide the connection between that two PC. And same way, we have to connect all the PC with another, because we are creating peer-to-peer topology. We are creating the topology. So that is the reason you have to provide the connection from one PC to another PC. Now, according to mesh topology, one node need to be connected with every remaining node in a network. So now if you check, the first node will be connected with the remaining three. Same way, this you have to connect. Second node you have to connect with this. So now it is correct, right? Every nodes are connected with remaining node in a network. So same way you can do it in your system to create a peer-to-peer topology, which is mesh topology, right? So first you just repeat the same in your system. Okay, we will go with the next one. In that you can create the star topology. So in a star, what we have learned is that one central entity is required, and which through that entity remaining nodes are connected with that central entity. It can be switch or it can be hub. Then you are able to create the star topology. Second thing, if any node wants to interact with the another node in a network, first it have to pass the data to the hub, and then hub will pass the data to that node. So we will create that kind of structure in a virtual lab. So first, just click on this Cisco. It is a central entity hub you can consider. Then you have to bring a few PCs over here. And then we can select any cable, but I will take straight through cable. So same you have to follow. Just click on this dot and click on this Cisco. Just repeat the same and connect all the nodes with this Cisco. So now when any system wants to pass the data, first it will interact with the hub, then hub will forward the data to that requested node. And this how you can create a star topology in a virtual lab. Right? So just repeat the same process in your system. There are many other practicals are there, but later on you can practice, because in a network layer unit you will learn about address, IP address, and IP address contains two types, IPv4, IPv6. So practically you can implement IPv4, and subnetting also you will learn. Right now I'm not going with these practicals, because first you have to learn theoretically in detail, and then practically you can perform. Right, but for your easy understanding, you can refer this virtual labs. Right, today we have practiced on a IIT Bombay virtual lab. Good, very good. If you are getting the outcome, that is good. Right. Okay, parallelly, students, you have to write your enrollment number in a chat, right, for your attendance. I will note down that.
Madam, after giving attendance, shall I left from group, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you both also have to write. Yes,
Madam, after
yes.
giving attendance, shall I leave the group, ma'am?
Just wait and perform that all the functionalities which I have discussed.
Yes, I have done, madam. Star and peer-to-peer, ma'am. Till star.
You keep learning that Cisco CCNA module 1.
Okay, ma'am.
That activity all of you have to do. CCNA module 1. From tomorrow we are activating your exams for module 1.
Madam, can you give the link, madam? That model, madam.
Which link?
The
Which link?
uh, exam that you're gonna activate, madam.
That will be activated in your CCNA account only. You not have to go to any link. In your CCNA login only, in a unit, you are having option that chapter 1 exam. So once you click, not today, tomorrow it will be activated and you can give it.
Is it in network learning,
Yes,
right,
NatCAD
madam?
account. Yes.
Network academy. Oh, look.
We will give all the instructions, right? So don't worry.
Okay, madam. I have to do login using my college account, right, madam?
Yes, through the institute ID only you have to do that.
I already. Madam,
Yes, yes,
uh, we have to take this introduction to network and routing and switching essential as a course, right, madam?
yes. Module 1 and module 2. But right now we have to continue with module 1 first. Because according to your syllabus, initial units are related to that module 1.
Okay, madam. We'll start
Yes.
from today, madam. I haven't started one.
Okay, so thank you all of you. Have a nice day. Be safe at your home only. You can leave now.